Thanks, Elijah. The New York Times reports that rebellious Venezuelan military officers met with the Trump administration to discuss a potential coup. The meetings took place over the course of last year and would have resulted in the overthrow of President Nicolas Maduro. Here to discuss what happened in the talks and the implications they could have had is Talking Points analyst Brandon Ross. Brandon, thanks so much for joining us. So, what were some of the specifics that they discussed, and, more importantly, what was the end result?
Okay, so let's start with the end result because I feel like that's more important. Obviously, nothing happened. The Trump administration didn't go with anything. There was an assassination attempt on Maduro just a month ago, which could have some further implications. But basically, how this all went down is some senior military officials in Venezuela met with Trump administration. Feels like it was more channeled meetings over the course of the past year to discuss plans for a coup over Maduro, and they didn't end up taking effect because partly there are some of the leaders that were involved in those discussions. They're very controversial. Some of them are on the U.S. list of war criminals, allegations of involvement with things like FARC in Colombia, among them.
Yeah, the discussion of a potential coup, I mean, it's a lot to take in. What were, some of the noteworthy things that happened last year?
Well, some of the noteworthy things that happened, like I already mentioned, the Maduro assassination attempt. And last August, actually, Trump did already say that there is a quote-unquote military plan for Venezuela. Obviously, Venezuela in turmoil right now. Obviously, the economy's not doing great. Maduro becoming more and more of a dictator style of leader in the country, following on the footsteps of Hugo Chavez.
Right, and given these major revelations, could there be any fallout from this?
I mean, obviously, Nicolas Maduro, part of his big message is American imperialism doing wrong in South America. And not to say that that hasn't happened before, the U.S. has intervened with the Contras in Nicaragua, installing Pinochet in Chile, and among many others, trying to unseat Castro in Cuba. This has not been an isolated incident with the United States trying to get involved in Latin American affairs, but it seems like it could further Maduro's message and give him further reason to stranglehold his power within the country.
All right, Brandon, thanks so much.